I'm Jay from the Game Chasers. And you are watching Mr. Super Mario Fan 48.
And some dude cuts him off, and then like he chases him down to Walmart, and he's all like, "Your mom's a whore. She was the loudest one." And he goes, "Oh yeah, who else was in there? 5 other dudes, man, because she's a whore." And he's like, "Your mom's a whore." And he goes,
Dude,
like,
I
"Fuck her
swear
like
to
this."
God, that's the most hittable person I've
It
ever
is. He looks like
seen.
he looks like a freaking like human rat.
Dude, I don't even, what would I type in to find that?
Call Walmart parking lot fight motorcycle. That's how I found it last night.
Okay, hang
It's
on.
like Swarook is the channel. SWAROOK.
Swallow Root?
Swarook.
Ah, here it is. God damn, that's the 15-minute version.
Yeah, you gotta get the abridged one.
Okay, hang on. What's the channel you said? What's the channel?
Swarook.
Spell that.
SWAROOK.
Okay.
Do we have the Jason video?
No, we don't.
Because that's too many games to do.
Hang on,
I'll be there in a second. I'll be there in a second.
It's like Pee Wee Herman when like he jumps through shit and he's like already in different clothes. He jumps through it, he's naked, but his hat's still on. That should be in the next cartoon.
Hey, if you never had sex wearing a hat.
Then I tried the old warp pipe trick, and when I got to the pipes, instead of the usual text that said, "Welcome to the warp zone," it said, "Welcome to the scary hell place." I thought that was weird. But then I said whatever, and used the farthest warp pipe. The intro screen showed the words, "Death World 666. The graphics seemed off, and it sounded like screams happened from the game. It was super scary. But I wasn't scared, and I kept playing. After a while, I hit a place that was impossible to pass because of spikes, so I had to die. I kept trying until my lives were at 0. I thought it would be game over, but Mario came back, and this time, it looked like his face was bloody. As I started playing the level, it turned into a hidden cloud level, and it looked like Mario had angel wings. A spooky digital voice came out of the Nintendo that sounded like it said, "No hope." It sounded like high-quality CD audio. I screamed and turned off the game. I put it away, and later that week I noticed my family acting distantly. I had decided to research Mario games, and I found out that Mario was in a secret game that was only released in 2 arcades on Friday the 13th of June 6th, 1997. It seemed weird. So I started playing the video game again. I decided to put in the Mario game. I loaded it up and I saw my save file. I clicked it and Mario said, "Why are you a no, a stop, a play, a game?" I didn't take his warning. And I played anyway. I got up to Bowser and I won, but when I got to Peach, there was Toad there instead, and he said, "Peach is dead." And then a ghost face came up and it had a lady's face, and Princess Peach is a lady. I reset the game for the last time. I opened up my save and it changed my life. I want to go ahead and pull this open real quick. And there's a big thing also. So I was talking about jump scares, but like you guys noticed, I did a creepypasta in the beginning. That obviously wasn't a creepypasta when I was reading The Haunting Most Mario. There's this thing I really like to do, and if you guys watch the channel, you probably notice whenever I'm in my mask or messing around or doing shit like this, like I'm doing this because I'm having fun, and I kind of do.
Hey guys, we're here. This is quick. I found a icy after cool drink. I've been looking for this for a long time. It's gonna be a short, like a 1-minute video. It's in for number 1. But alright, here it is. This is the can. It's close in the dark. Alright, let's give it a try. The icy after cool. Not bad. It's basically like an orange icy. I give it a 4 out of 5. See you guys next time. Peace.
Hey guys, it's Pixel Dan. I'm here at Too Many Games. Just giving a shout out to Mr. Super Mario Fan 248 on YouTube. Yeah! Take care, guys.
Some of this might be a little familiar to you, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's fun. I do a lot of toy reviews from the modern era, from the retro era. I do a lot of modern stuff these days because it keeps me so busy, but I've always got a love for the toys from the 80s and the 90s that I grew up with. So today I want to do a cool little panel that basically talks about 5 of my favorite obscure toy lines from the 80s and early 90s. So everybody knows things like Transformers and G.I. Joe and Masters of the Universe and Ninja Turtles, right? Everybody remembers these toy lines, but there are so many weirdo, short-lived toy lines, especially in the 80s, that have always been some of my favorites just because they're so strange and they're so weird. And it always has been something that's drawn me to them because I sit there and I look at these weird toys and I'm just like, who thought of this? How did this even come about? This is the weirdest thing ever. So that is what we're going to talk about today. And I got something with that. It's so weird. You got a little scuba guy. I love the blue ant down there in the middle. He's got like a TNT stick in his mouth. He's holding a bundle of TNT. He's got bombs all strapped to him. Like, is he like a suicide bomber ant? I don't know what's going on with this guy, but I don't know. This line was just so crazy. There's some close-up shots for you guys so you can see him a little bit better. I like the little Rambo ant down there in the middle. He's got the bandana and the little spear and everything that he's holding. But see, because of those removable butts on there, a lot of times when you find these in the wild, they're missing those. So like half of mine don't even have them, which is kind of a shame. I actually had to pop some of them off and interchange them to take good pictures for you guys. But it's weird because they came in like 3-packs or I think it was 8-packs is what they had. So you can get them in big bundles at a time. They were meant to be like army builder kind of toys to have a whole bunch of them. But they're a little bit harder to come by these days. I don't see these very often. And when I do see them, it's always one of those like, oh, cool army ants. It flashed. It's got that cool little flint type effect, which they don't really include in toys anymore because I think it's a very unsafe action feature actually. But a lot of toys had like the sparking in the flint kind of action feature back in the 80s and the early 90s. So. But this guy, I mean, like, seriously, like, they're trying to be like Ninja Turtles, but they also remind me a lot of, like, He-Man figures, especially this guy, because they're kind of in that 5.5-inch scale. They got the squat legs and the muscular builds, and they're just really bizarre. And, of course, they got the troll hair, the actual troll hair. This guy's got a mohawk. I love it. And he's a pro wrestler. How weird is that? Pro wrestling troll with glowing stone in the chest. I mean, how can you not love something so weird? It's the best. So there was all kinds of guys, and you saw them in the commercial there. When you bought these brand new, you could actually put 2 AA batteries in here, and you could use this as a flashlight. But then the whole thing converts into like this crazy like little rocket ship thing. See, it's dark up here. Fold these open on the side. Fold out the wings, just like that. And this is really all it does. I mean, it's super simplistic. Turns into this crazy little rocket ship, and then you got the little bitty guys, which I really like, and the backs of them look like computer chips or like motherboards, which I always thought was really cool. And then you just put the little guy in the rocket ship. There we go. Flashlight into a rocket ship. Real simple, real weird, but you know, I just thought they were a lot of fun. And the little figures, I think, are what really stands out in these, especially since they're small. So I always thought little tiny figures like this were cool. They kind of fit right in with like Mask, if anybody remembers Mask.
But I can still run the minute mile. Just have a hard time rolling myself up into a ball, everybody. But put your hands together real loud for Sonic the Hedgehog! Thank you, guys. I absolutely am. It's where I spend most of my rings. We also want to mention some of the characters that couldn't be with us tonight. Like I mentioned, Q-Bert couldn't be here because we just couldn't control the language. We were gonna have Donkey Kong tonight, but apparently he got into some trouble at a zoo recently. Sad ending. Like I said, Mario and I are in all the Olympic Games together, and you can look for our next game. We're going to be at the Rio Olympics. Go out and buy Sonic and Mario at the Rio Olympics. The Rio Olympics, of course, which is plagued by the Zika virus. So look for our next game. Mario and Sonic have small-headed Not together, of course. Because regardless of what you think, I am not gay. That's right. But speaking of gay characters, there is, what's his face? The big puffball, Kirby. Kirby couldn't be here tonight because he's too busy sucking and blowing all those other characters. Yes. But let's forget about that. Let's talk about the people on our dais here. Like I said, we've got Wario.
I'm Princess Peach, and if you save me, you save the world. So don't worry about the world, because I'm dumb enough that a plumber can save me. It's good to see you here, Sonic. Sonic is supposed to be a hedgehog, but he's blue and covered in spikes. But that's his fault. If Sonic didn't hang out in casinos, chemical plants, oil refineries, ancient ruins, aircraft hangars, aqueducts filled with rings, he wouldn't be a blue spiky freak of nature. He'd just be at PetSmart. Nice to see Luigi here. Luigi is Italian for picked last. Luigi, the only thing worse than Mario's mustache is copying Mario's mustache. And the only thing worse than copying Mario's mustache is Wario's mustache. Which brings me to Wario. Wario has the ugliest clothes in Super Mario. Wario's outfit is so ugly, it would make Stacy London and Tim Gunn kill themselves. Wario's nose looks like a big toe. No punchline. Yeah. Wario wears sucks so much that I decided to go to the dentist for fun. Wario, I can't believe that you're a children's video game character. You look like you should be on Megan's list.